Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. For years, Sister Wives fans have watched the intricate and messy financial web that has tied the Browns together slowly unravel, and now, a bombshell revelation may finally explain where one of the biggest missing sums in the family's history actually went. Janelle Brown, once known as the pragmatic wife who handled most of the Brown family's finances, is now being framed in a completely different light, and her so-called final revenge may have come in the form of a quiet, calculated move that redirected $250,000 of a family loan into something no one saw coming: Robin's son Dayton's $175,000 luxury RV. The whisper started as online speculation, but recently surfaced documents, social media breadcrumbs, and a few well-timed posts have turned that speculation into something far harder to dismiss. Fans who've followed the Browns saga since their early TLC days will remember that Janelle was once the only wife with a solid financial strategy. She worked multiple jobs, carried most of the family's tax burdens, and was the one who originally championed the idea of buying land at Coyote Pass. But after her shocking split from Cody and years of being financially sidelined while Robin lived in a sprawling mansion, it appears Janelle may have made her most decisive financial move yet, one that sends a pointed message to both Cody and Robin: "You built this mess. Now clean it up." According to several reports floating around fan circles, including those that point to Coyote Pass loan filings and RV registration records in Arizona, there's a growing theory that the mysterious $250,000 line of credit that the Brown family once took out collectively has quietly vanished from the books, and the paper trail allegedly ends somewhere near Dayton's massive RV, which appeared out of nowhere last year. Dayton, Robin's eldest child, has long been treated differently by the Brown patriarch, and while most of the other kids have had to hustle for independence, he's enjoyed a notably cushioned life funded, some believe, through family assets that were meant to be shared equally among all of the Brown children. When photos began surfacing of a $175,000 luxury motorhome parked near Robin and Cody's mansion, complete with solar panels, smart home technology, and luxury finishes, fans started asking questions. At first, it was assumed that Robin and Cody had purchased the RV as a family escape, but insiders close to the Browns claimed it was actually registered under Dayton's name. That revelation alone raised eyebrows, but what truly fueled the fire was when eagle-eyed followers dug deeper and uncovered that the vehicle purchase coincided with the same time frame that Janelle was said to have cashed out her stake in the family's shared assets. Around that same time, she had also been pressing Cody for repayment of loans she claimed she'd fronted for property taxes and shared business ventures. Cody, ever evasive, claimed in season 18 that he didn't have the money and that the family had to be careful about spending. Yet somehow, Dayton was suddenly in possession of an RV worth nearly as much as Janelle's own dream home budget for Coyote Pass. The irony isn't lost on anyone. Janelle, who had to live out of her own modest camper for months when her marriage imploded and her share of the family property remained tangled in endless paperwork, now seems to be connected, directly or indirectly, to an expensive motorhome that symbolizes everything she fought against. Could this be her final revenge? Some believe it's possible Janelle used her intimate knowledge of the Brown family's financial accounts to redirect the $250,000 loan in a way that made Cody and Robin look complicit in their own hypocrisy. The theory goes like this: the family's LLC, which had been used for real estate and shared purchases, had an open credit line that Cody often used for business-related expenses. Janelle, who reportedly had co-signing authority, may have quietly initiated a transfer under the guise of repaying herself what she was owed, only for those funds to later appear in the form of Dayton's shiny RV, purchased from a seller who, according to a fan sleuth on Reddit, once dealt with the Browns during their Coyote Pass transactions. Whether or not Janelle intentionally tied the funds to Dayton, the optics alone are devastating for Cody and Robin. For years, Robin has insisted that she and Cody are financially transparent and that they shoulder most of the family's expenses now that the other wives are gone. But how transparent can things really be when their adult son owns an RV worth more than Janelle's entire liquid savings post-divorce? TLC cameras haven't shown much of Dayton lately, which only makes fans more curious about what's going on behind the scenes. Theories abound that the RV was part of a business investment tied to an online venture or filming setup, but no records back that up. Instead, what emerges is a picture of quiet luxury funded by family resources that were supposed to be evenly divided, and that's where Janelle's revenge narrative gains strength. After years of being publicly shamed, emotionally ignored, and financially manipulated by Cody, Janelle may have finally played the Browns' game better than any of them ever could. In confessionals from season 19 teasers, Janelle's comments about getting what I was owed take on a brand new meaning when paired with this theory. She's repeatedly said she walked away with nothing but her dignity, yet fans now believe she may have taken more than just dignity. She may have taken control of the family's most vulnerable financial link. I've always been the one managing things, she once told Christine during a candid scene about Coyote Pass. If I hadn't kept track, nothing would have gotten paid. Those words now read like a warning, a reminder that Janelle knew where every dollar went, and she knew how to make it disappear if she wanted to. Whether her involvement was direct or strategic, what's undeniable is that the situation has thrown Cody and Robin into panic mode. On social media, Robin has been noticeably quiet, and fans speculate that she's doing damage control while trying to keep TLC cameras away from anything that could expose the truth about Dayton's luxury RV. Meanwhile, Janelle has been thriving, posting photos of her clean, minimalist new lifestyle, emphasizing independence and empowerment. To her followers, she's the woman who broke free and built herself up again. But behind the scenes, the satisfaction of watching Cody squirm while fans pick apart his financial inconsistencies might be the sweetest revenge of all. After all, Janelle spent years listening to Cody claim poverty while he built Robin a mansion, bought her jewelry business inventory, and failed to repay his debts to the other wives. To see that narrative now turned upside down, with a mysterious $250,000 loan seemingly tied to Robin's household, might just be poetic justice. Some insiders have hinted that TLC producers are aware of the controversy and that season May 20th finally address financial secrets the show has avoided for years. If that's true, then viewers might finally see Janelle's strategic genius in action, the woman who has always underestimated turning the Browns' crumbling empire into her own quiet victory. The alleged timeline of the RV transaction matches perfectly with Janelle's most turbulent period on the show. In mid-2024, she was still in the midst of dissolving her connection to the Coyote Pass land. During that process, a family trust document was amended, and not long after, a $250,000 withdrawal appeared in the LLC's records. Fans who've analyzed the publicly available data claim that around this same time, Robin's son Dayton began posting subtle updates about a new mobile project, a post that mysteriously disappeared after comments started pouring and asking whether it was connected to TLC. The vanishing posts, the sudden lack of transparency from Cody, and Janelle's newfound serenity all align in a way that suggests the balance of power has quietly shifted. No longer the woman living out of a cramped camper, Janelle now holds the cards, even if she's not showing her hand. It's also worth noting that Janelle's expertise in business and real estate management could easily allow her to navigate such transactions legally. If she was repaid money she was genuinely owed, money Cody never intended to give back, then her revenge might be perfectly lawful. The symbolism, though, is what really stings for Cody. Imagine watching the son of your favorite wife ride around in a six-figure motorhome purchased with funds your ex-wife strategically retrieved from your family account. That's the kind of full-circle karma that even Christine Brown would toast to. And speaking of Christine, sources say she's been fully supportive of Janelle's quiet victories. The two have reportedly joked about how the tables always turn when you least expect it, and fans who follow their joint social media projects have noticed subtle digs that may be referencing this very situation. Phrases like, getting what you deserve, and fairness finally found, sprinkled throughout their captions. As for Robin, her silence is deafening. The woman who once cried about family unity now faces growing resentment even from viewers who once sympathized with her. The optics of her son owning an RV worth more than what most of Cody's adult children could ever afford is devastating, especially when the family's financial struggles have been so public. And while Robin insists she's not in charge of the family finances, it's hard to believe she didn't know where such a massive purchase came from. If Janelle's fingerprints are indeed on this trail, then she didn't just get even. She exposed the Browns' biggest hypocrisy, that the so-called spiritually united family was never about equality. It was always about who controlled the money. In the end, whether Janelle orchestrated this entire situation or simply benefited from a convenient loophole doesn't change the narrative's impact. To fans, she's the silent strategist who finally beat Cody at his own game. To Cody, she's the ex-wife who walked away unbothered and left him to explain where the family's missing money went. And to Robin, she's the ghost that haunts every argument about fairness and trust. What's undeniable is that the evidence continues to pile up, the timelines, the loan amounts, the quiet transfers, all weaving a web that leads straight to that gleaming $175,000 RV parked on Brown family property. For Janelle, revenge didn't have to come in the form of words or lawsuits. It came through strategy, timing, and the kind of quiet power move that only someone who knew the system inside out could pull off. If this really is the endgame for Janelle, it's a masterclass in poetic justice, a reminder that in the world of sister wives, karma doesn't come fast, but it always comes right on time. If the rumors prove true, the fallout from Janelle's alleged financial revenge could mark one of the most dramatic turning points in sister wives' history. Cody, who has always presented himself as the leader and protector of his family, now finds his credibility under fire like never before. Fans are calling this saga the Great Brown Family Money Mystery, and every clue seems to dig him deeper into the hole. Sources close to the production have hinted that Cody has been furious over the online speculation, reportedly blaming internet gossip for damaging his reputation, but the timing of his growing defensiveness coincides too neatly with whispers about the $250,000 loan's disappearance. Robin, meanwhile, has been retreating even further from the spotlight, her tears replaced by a tight-lipped silence that only fuels fan suspicion. Even some of Cody's older children, including Garrison and Gabe, have allegedly questioned why their father seems to live in wealth while they and their mothers were left to fend for themselves after the family's split. If TLC chooses to explore this storyline in Season 20, the cameras could finally lift the curtain on the tangled finances that have long been the Browns' most guarded secret. Imagine the tension if Janelle were to confront Cody on camera, revealing documentation or receipts proving that she was owed the money she supposedly redirected. Fans have longed for accountability in the family's financial dealings, and this could be the moment that forces it. TLC has a golden opportunity to turn the Browns' money feud into a redemption arc for Janelle, positioning her as the woman who reclaimed her power after years of being financially dismissed. Christine would likely cheer her on, while Mary, now independent and thriving, might quietly admire Janelle's courage to act. Cody, on the other hand, would almost certainly explode, spinning the narrative that he's been betrayed, once again by a wife who didn't understand the bigger picture. But even his most loyal fans are beginning to see through the act. After years of emotional manipulation and financial favoritism, Cody's credibility is crumbling. In the end, whether Janelle orchestrated a calculated financial maneuver or simply took what she was legally owed, she's emerged as the ultimate survivor of the Brown family chaos. Her alleged connection to Dayton's RV might never be confirmed publicly, but it has already reshaped the conversation, from Cody's control to Janelle's quiet triumph. And if Season 20 really does explore the fallout, one thing is certain. The truth about the Browns' money will finally come to light, and Janelle may be the only one standing tall when it does.